let's go ahead and look at the main points of this Gotham War, the ending of it. And I gotta go back to Catwoman issue 58. She goes on the rooftop, meets up with Bruce, his ass up there crying about what he did with Jason. And she came up there for a ceasefire with his ass. That's when, big ass explosion go off. They grab each other as they fall, hit the floor, then they instantly start kissing on each other and shit. Get up, then they both leave. She leaves to go meet up with Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage tells us that he needs fragments of the meteor that he had found when he was a long ass time ago when he was a caveman, so that he can bring the pieces together to give his daughter immortality. Catwoman was like, I ain't gonna let your ass do that shit. So they fight. He cut her fucking head off, but it wasn't her, it was Lady Clayface. Later we see Vandal Savage go meet up with the League of Thieves. He convinces them to work with him. Then we meet up with Jason. His ass scared as fuck in the bottom at the bottom of the sewer. He gets out that shit. Police try to tell his ass, come here. He takes off running, stopped by this damn fire in this building where that explosion was earlier, and there was this little girl in there. He go in there and save her even though he's scared. Batman and Catwoman later fucking know about his ass being in there, so they go and try to find his ass before he died. They meet up with him and take him up out of there. But after all that shit, that's when the League of Thieves pulled up in all these different Batman looking ass costumes. Then we go to the Gotham War Red Hood issue 2. Jason in there beating the fuck out of motherfuckers, looking for Scarecrow because he killed the dude in the last issue, the dude that he was training. Later he meets up with fucking Ravager, his girl, and tells her that he'll meet up with her in 48 hours so that he can go find Scarecrow. Well, 48 hours later happened and his ass didn't meet up with her because Batman met up with his ass and gave that injection where his adrenaline is heightened, and whenever he's about to do something dangerous, the fear kicks in for him. Ravager calls fucking his phone, but this girl fucking Vandal Savage's daughter picks up and basically tells her that we can work together to find her, but he was lying. I mean. Joker up here talking to Solomon Grundy about where the fuck is Jason, and they found out that Jason was scared. He's like, what the fuck? And he's about to die in that fire. He's like, I'm finna go save his ass then. The League of Thieves heard about what happened to Jason too, about how he broken and fucked up. That's what Scarecrow was like, I gotta go check this shit out. Back to when he was in front of that fire finna go save that girl. He goes in there and save her, and that's when Scarecrow pulls up on his ass. But Scarecrow is pissed because he couldn't give the fear toxin to his ass because he was already fucked up, and Batman stole that opportunity from him. That's when Joker popped up to save the day. They was boxing like a motherfucker. Scarecrow grabs his ass and injects him with fear toxin. He's like, bitch, I ain't scared of shit. Grabs his ass back, take his mask off, and inject his ass with his own shit. But it wasn't his own shit. It was a dose of fucking Solomon Grundy's piss. This fucking beam falls on Jason, but he alright. That's when Joker was like, no, there was somebody outside the door that was Batman in there. So Joker was like, alright, man, I'll see you later. And that shit gonna be continued in fucking the Joker, the Man Who Won't Stop Laughing, issue 12. It's only issue 11 out right now. Now, the conclusion of all this shit. So Tim Drake is on his way to go help out the city from the fucking League of Thieves. They pull up, beat his ass, capture his ass. Batman up here talking to Jason about what he did to him. He's like, now fuck all that. Look, we gotta go fucking get this meteorite because it's finna fall on Gotham. And that shit could possibly enhance motherfuckers and give them immortality. We don't need that shit. All the thieves motherfuckers, that's what he talking about. Then he told us that it was that the meteor is coming to Gotham because he got a piece of he had the largest piece of the fucking Lazarus pit. And he was studying that shit to find out the origin of Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus pit. He also found out that shit was tied to Vandal Savage. And this is where Jason find out that he had sold his manor. And he accused his ass of Zura fucking taking control of him. Catwoman stopped that shit though. She left. And everybody told, this is where Batman finds out about the League of Thieves in the middle of the city. So fucking Batman tells Robbins to go fucking save Tim and shit because he found out about that too. So they take off to go fucking save him. And Batman, before he leave, he tells Jason that he's sorry and one day he hopes he'll understand. Batman goes to his old manor to try to see if there's a piece of the fucking meteorite there. But it wasn't there. So right here, he found a van trail and he asked Oracle where it was at. And he followed it where it's at. All the Robins pop up to go save fucking Tim, right? And these motherfuckers, Scarecrow hit this motherfucker with a damn Joker toxin and fear toxin, cops. So Nightwing ordered the other Robins to get their ass some Joker toxin and shit. And while this motherfucker ran in there to fight all they had. Catwoman trying to stop these fucking thieves and shit with the damn rock right here. And she mad because they ass went back to being basically henchmen. After she does that, right, she meets up with Batman. And they team up as he find out that the damn rock is a homing beacon. So they team up and they go fight Vandal Savage and his daughter. Nightwing got fucked up by fucking a venomized Professor Pig. They always kind of get fucked up by all these versions of the damn Batman. Duke comes save fucking Tim. That's when Tim gets out and he instantly get the fucking taking their ass out one by one, because he had prep time. He already knew how to take each one of them down because Batman had him study everything that came in that cave, and he wanted to be. That's how he became the second best Robin. Back to the fight, right? The meteor was coming, so the only thing that they couldn't get in contact with the Justice League, none of that shit. So at the bottom you see Jason go get to the Batwing, and he takes off towards the meteor. Told his ass, you gonna find out that you was wrong about me, Batman. I ain't just no murderer. Blew the fuck up. That shit caused the meteor to explode and bust open, but it was still a main piece. Wow, that shit hit the ground. Now the meteor there, right? So Vandal Savage and his daughter run down there, and he tell her ass stay back. She tell him, that ain't the deal. He's like, stay back. I gotta find out if this the right power source. Then his ass pulls a knife out and stab her ass in the stomach. He runs up, touching. He's like, hold on, this power is different. Blew the fuck up. Catwoman tried to go down there to save her because in jail that was her friend. Batman tried to go save both of them, but Catwoman falls off into the pit. Batman over the pit crying and shit. 2 weeks later, we find out that that's what happened to that meteorite. It turned into a Lazarus pit. Nightwing accused him of Zur-En-Ah being in control of his ass when all that shit went down. He's like, no, it wasn't Zur-En-Ah. And he tells Nightwing that he's happy that he got cut off from the Batbox and they network. And he basically tells them, Barbara and Nightwing, that they're the parents of the Bat family now. And then he takes off. He goes back to this place where he meets up with this fucking thing from Riddler. Riddler tries to tell him that there's 3 Jokers, but Batman already knows from Justice League issue 50 from the 2011 run. Man, if you ain't read that damn Dark Side War, I highly suggest you to read that shit. This motherfucker Superman becomes the god of strength, a new god. Same with Flash, he becomes the god of death because he has Black Racer inside of him. Batman became the god of knowledge with the damn Mobius chair. But back to the main point, the chair told his ass it was 3 Jokers. He was looking for the name of Joker, but he couldn't find it. It just told him that there was 3 Jokers. He destroys that shit and says that he gotta go fucking find a way to fucking get Joker before and then he looks up and he sees like a silhouette of fucking Catwoman. He goes up there, but he doesn't catch her. She right here like looking at him, and you see this thing in her head talking about some case of emergency. Then they take off. This dude right here, one of her henchmen, this is one of the dudes that Red Hood was training. He breaks into Bruce Wayne's fucking apartment and finds out that he's Batman. And that's how they wrap that shit up. What y'all thought of the Gotham War?